So it dropped from 107 down to 89.5 proof. And that is not something you see. So after 16 years, instead of escalating in proof, it dropped.
This is the Great American Whiskey Cookers. Sharing whiskey with whiskey friends is one of the great aspects of this spirit. And that's exactly what happened when we sat down with Colonel Craig Duncan from Whiskey University as he shared and walked us through a tasting of not only Russell's 13-year, but also of Russell's Reserve from 2003. This was pure whiskey nirvana. Welcome to this episode of the Great American Whiskey Cookers. I am here at Whiskey University and I'm sitting with Colonel Craig Duncan, the president, founder, director, and executive director and CEO of Whiskey University. And we're sitting in the whiskey library, 2,300 whiskeys in the library, right?
Yes, sir. All open.
All open.
All access.
And we're trying, the Colonel's being incredibly generous and pouring pretty much whatever we want to try and sample here. But before we get into these, I want you to tell me a little bit about Whiskey University and what it is.
Whiskey University is a school that teaches both in-person and online classes. The in-person classes are taught at restaurants, bars, country clubs, distilleries, liquor stores, all over the country by almost 1,000 instructors we have in each and every state. The online classes, we teach 11 a week, 3 every Sunday, 2 every Monday, 3 every Tuesday, 3 every Wednesday, that are taught daytime, early evening, and late night, depending on what your schedule is. And we'd love for anyone to try out one of our classes online. You take it from your own living room, so you don't have to worry about driving, but you do have to find a couple of samples in order to try them, to make it a more authentic class. Samples aren't required, but boy, they help you learn.
They do help you, and it's the only schooling I know that you get to drink while you're doing it.
Love it.
Okay, so you pulled a Russell's for us to sample, and this is a Russell's.
I didn't pull the Russell's.
Yeah,
the big human.
Yeah, the
pulled
big
the
human.
Russell's.
That's what he said he wanted to try. He wants to try a Russell's 13, and we happen to have one. Actually, you have one.
We do. We have a Russell's 13, and then we've got a special.
Yeah, it's another bottle.
Another bottle just for BH.
Okay.
The big human.
All right. Looks like a unicorn bottle is what it looks like to me.
For those of you that don't know, this particular brand and about 11 or 13 variations are named after the Buddha of bourbon, Jimmy Russell, who is in his 90s, and he has literally worked at the distillery since 1954, and that's a long time, 70 years.
That's a long time.
So,
yeah.
The Buddha of bourbon, Jimmy Russell, is the person that actually invented flavored whiskey back in 1976.
I remember learning about this.
But he has said, whenever he passes, he doesn't want to be remembered for that.
Right.
He wants to be remembered for all the other wonderful things that they came out with at Wild Turkey. And the Wild Turkey Distillery is the 5th largest distillery on earth. So when they first started, Jimmy Russell was producing 50,000 barrels a year, you know.
Yeah.
These days, they're producing 650 barrels a day, and they've got over 500,000 barrels in storage. So gone from 50,000 barrels to over 500,000 barrels. And the Wild Turkey brand is just unique.
Yeah.
Something that you recognize, just an old school bourbon that doesn't change from year to year. And that's what's made it so popular. This particular brand, originally, Russell's Reserve, Jimmy came out with to compete with some of the other fancier bourbons that were coming out. But to this day, now Russell's Reserve just has a single mash bill for every single bourbon they make. So the only difference between Wild Turkey 101 and Russell's Reserve is how long it's aged, in what warehouse, at what floor.
Okay.
And this one is a jewel. 13 years old, and one of their special editions. I will tell you something about the 13-year-old Russells and the 15-year-old Russells. They were originally limited editions, but they become so popular among the general public that they are now an annual release.
Which you are still incredibly hard to find.
Yes, absolutely they are.
Incredibly.
Next to the Master's Keep, which is their
Right.
top shelf, their pappies at
Turkey.
Wild Turkey. These Russell's Reserve are
Okay.
absolutely dynamite.
So this is something that the big human wanted to try. So I'm going to make him give us his notes.
Yes.
I'm not giving you my notes. He's off camera, so you're going to have to speak up, BH.
The initial nose was a oatmeal raisin.
An oatmeal raisin.
That was my initial. Then I got a cookie dough flavor, as far as a note for a cookie dough. And then I got the Brock's caramel cream.
Ooh. I pick up the Brock's caramel cream and the oatmeal raisin.
The oatmeal raisin up front had me.
Yep.
Yeah.
Middle one up.
Well, I will say that I did cheat a little bit on that Brock's candy, that caramel cream, because it was after I put it in my mouth that it really came alive with that. Even though to me, on my palate, it's just a little soft and watery, but it thickens up as it goes back and transitions down. And as it goes, it comes in super sweet, and then it goes into some spiciness that's very pleasant.
Soft and watery and super sweet. It reminds me of the big human.
It does, doesn't it? All the way through, yeah. I get a lot of
Thank you
on this.
for sharing this with me. I enjoyed this.
You're welcome, my
Yeah,
friend.
I pick up a lot of sweetness on it. I'm almost picking up a little bit of strawberry jam
Ooh.
on the very back end.
I really like the oatmeal raisin.
Yeah.
Right up.
Right up front.
I'm thinking that nailed it at
Yeah.
at the beginning. But once again, all of us can get something different on a bourbon or whiskey, and there's no wrong answers.
That's really
That's
cool.
what is wonderful about whiskey.
It is. It really is. Okay, so we have the Russell's 13, but then there's another bottle, and you said this is kind of a unicorn. So talk to me about this.
Not just a unicorn. This is only came out one time, will never come out again. 2003, and I want you to know that Jimmy Russell decided that the barrel entry proof on all Wild Turkey products was at 107.
Yep.
So unlike a lot of whiskeys, bourbons, that the barrel proof is 125 because they can maximize profits and age as much whiskey and as little water as possible. Jimmy Russell went a unique route years and years and years ago. Barrel entry proof of only 107. So because of that, and he realized it through his practice, not through any fancy chemistry, but the lower the barrel proof, the more interaction with the wood within the staves of the barrel.
Right.
But in this case, it was stored on the first floor, and forgive me for not remembering the name of the warehouse it was, but started out at 107 proof, and after 16 years, most bourbons, the angel share takes proof
Yep.
and increases the proof. But here, after 16 years, gone down to 89.5 proof. So the fact that it was on the first floor of the warehouse continued to go down every year. And this one is just beyond a unicorn. So we'll give it a try.
Okay. This could be fun. Big Human's already making his way over here. I'm pouring just a little.
Yeah.
Kirk? Kirk's scared to try it, I think. Well, the nose on this is completely different.
Oh.
And explain to me why explain to the viewers again why we're doing it this way, why we're sipping
So
it.
once again, when you're capping it, you're trapping
Got it.
the actual aromas in the glass. Bring it up to your mouth and nose at the same time and suck in through both. The mouth too, because it will enhance the nose's sensories.
This is sweeter on the nose. BH?
I'm struggling. Hold on. I got to get it together here.
All right, fair enough, fair enough. The nose, and it's what, 89.5 proof, is that right, Carol?
Mm-hmm. So it dropped from 107 down to 89.5 proof, and that is not something you see. So after 16 years, instead of escalating in proof,
No.
it dropped. And
The wood is coming through on the finish. Some of the char, those vanillas are coming through.
vanilla bomb.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. It's almost like what am I thinking of? It's like the cheesecake. When you first bite into a cheesecake, and you get that vanilla and that cream coming through
Ooh.
with that graham cracker crust on the back end.
Oh, you know what? You nailed it. And I love that. The first bite
The
of
first
a
bite.
cheesecake, including the crust.
Yeah, not halfway through a slice, but the very first bite.
You've been doing this a while, haven't you? Nailed it.
Oh, this is delicious. And this is a unicorn. I mean, you said you won't see this again.
Yeah, once this is gone, we will probably never have another bottle. So happy to share it with whiskey cookers. And by the way, been watching a lot of videos for a few years now. I have no idea why the hell you call yourself whiskey cookers. Do you cook whiskey?
We don't, but the distillers that we do do.
Got it.
So it's all about those American whiskey cookers. Yes, you can make whiskey all over the world,
Yes.
but we're focused on the American whiskey cookers. Because when it comes down to it, they're cooking a mash.
Yes.
That's what they're making. Big Human, where you at?
Okay, so I got your cream cheese. I'm going more that it's got this nice, thick graham cracker.
Yep.
But I'm going to go a different route with it. I'm going to go with a Scotcheroo.
Oh, interesting. That's cool.
Because you got the caramel, you got the cereal rye,
Yeah.
and then you got like that little bit of a chocolate flavor to it.
You've never had
I like the graham cracker, but what's a Scotcheroo?
Oh, my wife
Get them next time.
Yeah, or I'll send you.
What is it?
It's, you know what Rice Krispies are,
Yes.
right? Okay, so that's kind of that base that kind of
Yep.
holds it all together. And it's peanut butter and butterscotch all melted in, and it's all mixed up. And then you put it into a pan and you let it sit and get kind of hard. And then you melt a whole bunch of chocolate and you cover the whole thing with chocolate. And once it all firms up, you slice it up and you just frickin' dive in.
Oh, I love
That's what this nose is for me.
Scotcheroo. I'm in. I've got to send.
I'll send you some. How do they find Whiskey University if they're interested?
So to find Whiskey University, you simply go to your damn computer and type in whiskeyuniv.com. And because you follow Whiskey Cookers on their podcast or YouTube channel, you can simply go to Get Started, fill out about 8 fields on there, and when you get to the bottom, click How Were You Referred, and go referred by a podcast, and just write in there Whiskey Cookers. We'll give you 4 free classes, no strings attached, just so you can see what Whiskey University classes are all about.
Fantastic. You can find us on all the socials, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. You can go to our website, greatamericanwhiskeycookers.com. You can become a member on Patreon, and we're a huge thank you to our Patreon supporters, so thank you very much. And you get some access to some behind-the-scenes stuff, and you get to see all the stuff that we're talking about that doesn't make the final cut for YouTube here. So until
Oh, is that what it is? Behind the curtain.
Behind the curtain.
Okay.
Exactly. Craig, until next time, if you can't be good at it, my friend.
I can't be good because I don't even have anything on my glass. I'll be good at it. Thank you.